Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better As Fair podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What's going on? What's going on?
Chilling, chilling, Mark. What it is?
Um, so Shredder's Revenge just released. The new character that I think we actually talked about last week that there's gonna be an extra character, and we got the reveal. It's Karai, and
And that is who?
so Karai is in storyline. She's the daughter of Shredder. In some storylines, she's the daughter of Splinter. That Shredder lied to her and said, "I was your father," and Spencer is a low life and shit like that. But yeah, so she's pretty much like Shredder's like right hand person, and also like lines up being his daughter, and some iterations and stuff like that. Um, yeah, she's pretty badass. She was also in the tournament fighter. She was like one of the bosses.
She's a banned character.
Yes.
That's how good she is in that game.
Yeah. I'm cool with it. Like it adds a second girl to it. I could see it, and that was the other thing. Is they added a second female to it. So you got Usagi Ojimbo and you got Karai being part of that game. She looks like a miniature version of Shredder, so like she has like mini super moves like Shredder has, and she looks like she's gonna be fun. She has like a sickle, so she has like the long
Hmm.
chain and blade on top,
Yeah.
and she plays. She looks like she's solid. I'm actually looking forward to trying her out. August 31st is when it's gonna release. And talking about Shredder's Revenge, I just got my collector's set in from Limited Run Games.
And that took you,
A
you
year and a
said,
half.
a year and a half. Jeez.
I did the Switch version. I wish I was able to change it to the PS5 version, but then again, I don't because I actually got the cartridge of the Switch version. As
Okay.
in, they were not giving the disc out for the PS5 version. It was just a digital code.
Hmm.
It comes with a metal case. It comes with the VHS cardboard case. It has a game. The game itself, the Switch game, is like in a package, a toy package. It has a collector's edition Shredder from the Playmates toys. So it's kind of a re-edition of a Shredder, the Shredder figure. It has a. Remember back in the day they had the Cell Shade demos, like the Batman anime series had the Cell Shade that you used to see the character and shit like that. They have that of the Turtles itself versus Beer and Rocksteady. It has this little arcade that you could plug in and it actually will play like the trailer of the Turtle game, and it'll go and repeat, but it actually lights up and everything. So I think that is actually pretty dope for like figure photography. If you got like 600 figures, you can actually use that as an arcade in your little display. And it came with what else? A poster and missing something. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, you know, a big strategy guide that has art, the art book art and stuff. Oh, and a soundtrack.
Okay. Okay.
So it was a cool little
Nice,
package.
nice.
I opened it. I checked everything out, and it looked actually pretty cool. I thought about selling it, but I'm like, damn, the arcade, that little arcade thing, actually sold me. And I'm like, damn, I might have to keep that, plug it in, and like do like the figure photography for the arcade. It actually looks pretty cool.
Nice. Nice.
Um, but yeah, I'm excited for the DLC. It's 2 weeks away. I'm definitely gonna play it. But it's a fun game. I actually been playing the PS5 version of the Shredder's Revenge. I've been trying to platinum it, but like I think I said last week also that Shredder became an asshole in that game. Like he's fucking hard. He's not
Mm-hmm.
hard. He just changed. He doesn't have a pattern anymore. He does what the fuck he wants, and he doesn't let loose.
Okay. All right. All right.
But yeah. Um.
That's good. Finally, you got what you paid for, right? About time.
Yeah, like $300, 250 bucks.
It took all this time.
Yeah, I might not do a limited run game again if it takes this long. I'm happy with it. I'm a big turtle fan, so I'm happy with it. But if it was any other like thing, I probably would have been like, yeah, I don't want this anymore. I would probably would sold it.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
yeah. Did I get anything else in? No, I talked about everything last week. So yeah. Oh yeah, shout outs to Tenacious T. He got me the movie version of Raphael. So Playmates just been re-releasing like all their toys from the old '80s cartoon. So they
Hmm.
re-released the movie star turtles with the that had the little pimples and shit.
The rubber, like you could squeeze the heads and stuff.
No. They remember like during Turtles 2 they had like the movie version Turtles that had like the spots and shit.
Yeah, yeah, but they were bendable.
They're
When they
bendable.
originally came out, they were softer than the regular
Oh no,
plastic
so
figures.
this one's not soft though. It looks like hard, but it looks like that.
Oh, that was the best version for me. At first, I thought they were ugly, obviously,
Yeah.
because I was a kid. But once I played with them, I had the Michelangelo.
Okay.
They were made out of like this hybrid plastic rubber that was
Okay.
soft, and then you could move the arms and legs and the head, and you could squeeze it and stuff. And it was like, but it was the same form factor of the
Okay.
original toys,
Okay.
so it was like a bonus. Now, I kind of wish I would have bought all four, but
So that one in particular, no, it looks stiff as hell. So I don't think it's
okay.
the same. But
Ah,
is that
yeah, those
one?
were cool.
And I've been like just grabbing RAF of all the Playmates releases. So
Hmm.
I have my little RAF collection. Because I did the one that turns into the baby turtle too, the transforming one that turned like it's a regular Raphael, and then you turn it and it turns into the baby turtle, a big baby turtle.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
I grabbed that one in Target. It was like on clearance. So I grabbed that for recently.
Okay, good stuff.
But that's all I got with toys.
Hmm. Uh, did you get to see? Um, so there was a few small things because I know they they're doing. No, I think it's this weekend. It's this weekend that they're gonna do the next MK,
Yeah.
the next MK beta.
Okay.
No, no, no. It's the one coming. Oh, okay, 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 okay. It's the one coming. It's not this one. That they, yeah. So MK announced they're gonna do another beta. This time there is no PC because I think they learned from what happened with Street Fighter 6.
Okay.
People just kept cracking the beta, and so they were sitting there playing it after the time expired. So they're like, you know what, PC, sorry y'all, can't do it.
Can't have nice
Um,
things.
can't. I mean, just it is what it is. People want to do what they're not supposed to. I think it's the Wild West. Um, so that's coming real soon. I actually hear it was available through pre-order, so that was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, you could get the demo for pre-order. I didn't pre-order yet.
So that's cool. I think somebody was saying that they got their code. They thought it was a cutoff, but no, it's not a cutoff. So they're getting mailed their code. So if you
Okay.
want to do it now, now's the
Yeah.
time.
I don't know yet. I can wait.
You don't want to get in there first. You don't want to get in that demo. You don't want to see what's up.
So this is my dilemma: is the fact that all right, so do I want Baldur's Gate and then also Starfield comes out like next like 2 weeks from now, 2 3 weeks from now?
I mean, the only question I have with Baldur's Gate is, do you know what type of game it actually is? Like, do
So
you
I'm
do
looking
you
at it.
want to play that RPG? I'm just
So I've
saying.
been watching gameplay of it, and I'm like looking at how it is. I like D&D. I have played D&D with
Hmm.
friends and stuff like that, so I know that kind of gameplay. So it's been getting me interested in playing just because how ridiculous the outcomes are, and
Hmm.
how
Hmm.
like how you can control it. But it's something that I probably will wait till it's on sale and then maybe grab it later. But Starfield, I have on Game Pass, so I'm playing that day one.
Yeah, that's regardless.
And then I gotta go to Super Spider-Man again before Spider-Man 2. Like I'm gonna go Spider-Man 1 and Miles before Spider-Man 2. So but Mortal Kombat,
Have they confirmed when Mortal Kombat's coming out?
yeah, next month. No,
It
it's
is.
October. No, yeah, it's September.
It is this year.
Yeah, it's like September.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's very close. It's not that far. Probably like a month or two ahead.
Okay. Okay.
I like
That's cool.
Mortal Kombat. I'm actually looking forward to it, but I could wait to not to play it though. I'm not like I don't need to play it right away.
Okay. All right.
There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm actually looking at Baldur's Gate though. Like I've seen the gameplay. I might be able to adapt to that gameplay just because I said the same shit with like a dragon.
That's what I was gonna say. If you like a dragon, it's not that much of a stretch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
September 14th, Mortal Kombat comes out.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's like right around the corner. It's not even that
Yeah,
far.
it's like almost less than a month.
Yeah,
Yes.
it looks really good, and there's definitely a day that I'm definitely gonna pick it up because I actually like Mortal Kombat and I've been liking the storylines, I've been liking the story modes and all that stuff. So I'm definitely gonna pick it up. But am I in a rush to pick it up? After the last time I had Mortal Kombat and the fact that it went down to like $40 within 2 months it released, I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
And then also they had the ultimate version, and they had this, and they had that, and I'm like, God damn it, I gotta buy it again, trying to get me to buy it again.
I
But
mean, listen. I mean, I'm not mad, but like you said, there's a with you having to the guarantee Starfield on Game Pass is like you have at least a choice in
yeah,
between up the time until then. So.
yo, and then on PS4, on PS5, I had my games like set already. So my birthday,
Mm-mm-mm.
my mom's and my sister hooked me up with PlayStation cards. My girl hooked me up with PlayStation cards. So I had like about $350 on PlayStation.
Yes.
So I bought Spider Man. Spider Man 2 is already in my system. They just gotta wait till the day it comes out and download. It's in my system. Like a Dragon, the Man with No Name. That's in my system already. I bought that shit right away. Like I was like, I don't give a fuck a review. I'm playing that game. Like that's Yakuza and shit like that. I blame you for that. I blame you 100% for that.
It is what it is. It shouldn't be so good.
and then and then I picked up Final Fantasy 16 with that. Final Fantasy 16 and Street Fighter 6. I bought all that.
Got you. Got you.
So I have my games like intact with PS5. So Starfield's gonna be my Xbox game. Do have to reconnect my Game Pass to my tablet, but so I can play on the go. But other than that, like I definitely am gonna play Starfield. Starfield looks like it's something that I'd be interested in. I have a feeling I'm gonna have love hate with it, but I think I'm gonna like it.
Okay. Okay.
But again, like Baldur's Gate been getting me my eyes because I've been watching people's gameplay. My friend been playing it, but I've also been watching streamers play it. Kind of funny. I've been watching their streaming of it, and it looks like it's a very interesting, fun game. The gameplay I may have to get used to, but then again, I like I said with Yakuza Like a Dragon, I got used to it, and that actually was probably one of my favorite Yakuza games. So
Okay. Okay. Okay.
so
Got you.
like a Dragon's like that and Zero like my top two.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Good
So
stuff.
have you played Baldur's Gate, or are you interested in that kind of game?
No, I've been watching it,
Yeah.
but again, it might be a little too slow for me right now.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
But I've been
Hmm.
seeing like the just the different things, and like I've been hearing people's stories that like one will have one story and one will have like outlandish, crazy ass other story, and I'm like, see, I like shit like that. Like I'm like, all right, I might definitely try it out.
Yeah, I've seen ridiculous stuff that's in that game
Yeah,
already. I've seen how you could do what they call it, transmog your clothes to not be there, so
yeah.
you characters could just run around in their underwears and stuff. It's just like that's so stupid. But there's like a level of customization
Yeah.
and detail that's in that game that I could appreciate. So maybe some, like you said,
Um,
maybe when it's on sale.
shout outs to Ty, the boy, my boy that did the podcast with us for Wrestling Babel. He's been playing it. So he's been showing me the game. He made like a whole dragon dude and shit like that. Like he's the dragon. That's his like his character, and it looks pretty dope. And he showed me how the game plays and stuff like that. It looks very interesting. Kind of has a Diablo, but like turn-based Diablo.
Okay, got you.
It kind of has that feel of Diablo though, but it's like a turn-based Diablo because you do the dice rolls and shit like that, like D&D. And I could get that with D&D because I played D&D and stuff like that, so I could get into that. I just gotta see if I can and like if it comes up, it's coming to PS5. I think the same day as Starfield. But I could wait a little bit if it catches on sale. If it drops like $20 and stuff like that, I'll definitely try it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I
I
have.
would just like to point out something I see that's happening right now. Ed Boon had put a poll out for what game fighting game has been gone too long. And the only thing that I see that makes me smile, people are saying King of Killer Instinct and stuff. I saw it. I'll repost the poll. It's already closed though. It's like from 2 days ago.
Yeah,
But what I see is people are telling him on the list, you're missing Bloody Roar,
Blade
and
Roar
I'm
was a dope game.
it's yeah, it's been gone for like 20 years. I'm like, yeah, it's kind and it Konami, and then people find out because they bought Hudson, Konami owns the rights to it. It's like, damn, oh, it's stuck because they don't do anything if it's not called Metal Gear
You remember Primal
or
Rage?
Castlevania.
You remember Primal Rage and how much they tried to sell that fucking game?
Yes, I remember Primal Rage. Primal Rage was hilarious. It was janky. It was bootleg looking. It was during the days of Mortal Kombat, and it was what prehistoric dinosaurs fighting and having all types of just ridiculous fatalities and whatnot. You could eat the people in the stage. It was nuts. It was nuts.
So, a question: what would be an old fighting game that you would try to bring back?
Bloody Roar.
Bloody Roar. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one. I like the
that's my
Bloody Roar.
guess. That's why I brought it up.
I'm gonna
Because
go.
people are telling him, "Hey, Bloody Roar."
I'm just saying, just because the whole TMNT, I want to bring back Tournament Fighter.
I wouldn't mind that. If they got somebody good to make it, yeah.
Somebody good, like if I would even take the people that did the Power Ranger game.
I see. I don't want it to go in that direction though, because I
Yeah,
like the way it used to be.
yeah,
It was a ground-based fighter.
yeah,
Because that Battle for the Grid, like that's Marvel style. That's too much for me.
yeah,
Like if it was that or nothing, yes. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say no,
yeah.
but like I like tournament fighters, and I like how it used to be. So like I would like somebody to take a stab at it and make it a ground-based, just in your face on the ground, throwing stuff back and forth, cheap ass characters like War. Ugh. And that damn shark.
No,
Ah,
I actually have the figure of him. It was
the
part of
shark.
the loot crate. Yeah, it was part of the loot crate.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I need to hear Rat King come back and Wom Bomber. Stupid moves, man. What?
I played it on Cowabunga Collection. I finished. I got the platinum for Cowabunga Collection. Tournament Fight was the hardest one to get the game from.
I
And I
figured.
played
I
Turtles
figured.
1, but Tournament Fight was the most pain in the ass one.
Yeah, because it's almost impossible to beat that without having a pattern. You can't play that straight.
Thank God they have a rewind, like a fast forward,
Yeah,
rewind.
fast
Yeah,
forward, rewind.
rewind button because that I've used the shit out of that rewind button. But like Turtles 1, I was able to finish on my own. And what pissed me off, so I remember finding out that there's a little easy way to do shit. Like if you get to the last part, you could just pause, save, and then go back, and you have like a full life and shit like that, and you could do it. And I was like, now I know that for Charles One, I fucking went through the whole game with Charles One, with the water
Oh,
stages and all. I beat that game.
ugh,
I legit beat that game, and
ugh.
then I found out that I could have just did that shit mad easy, and I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I was so mad. I was so mad. I was like, oh, but you didn't cheat. I wanted to. Fuck, I didn't want to go through that shit again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me and how I gave. I bought the damn game. I played the damn game the way I want. No judgment.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But I wouldn't. You wouldn't catch me playing TMNT one legit. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we cheat.
Yeah, like the crazy shit is that what surprises me is that how much I remember the fucking game. Like I was playing it, like it kind of like riding a bike. Once you play it a little bit, you're like, oh shit, I remember this. Remember all this. But yeah, I found that whole little like cheat shit like right after I finished Turtles 1. And I was like, I was so mad. I was really mad about that. I was like, I spent a lot of time on Turtles 1,
Yeah, man.
way too
It's like,
much time, and I could have just did that.
hmm I
But
don't blame you. I do that
I
too.
did it to every other game though. I did it to all the Game Boy games and everything like that. That's how I got the platinum for it.
Ah, yeah, got you.
Yeah.
You right.
So,
But I don't blame you. You kidding me?
but yeah, Bloody Roar. Any other game that you would bring back?
I mean, the poll had Dead or Alive, Killer Instinct. It had Soul Calibur, which I think is an insult because Soul Calibur 6 is not that old.
Yeah, it's like
Or
2 years, 3 years old.
maybe no, it's maybe like
Four, no,
4
like
years
5 years
old.
old.
Yeah,
Well,
but
five
that's
years.
not that old.
I think it was
Um,
2018 it came out.
and it had Virtual Fighter, and so yeah, I'll just say what we doing?
Bloody
Sega,
Roar
what
was,
we doing?
Bloody Roar
They
was
made
cool.
that game. Remember they made the announcement, I think in 2020 of Virtual Fighter Online or whatever,
Yeah,
or Esports Edition, excuse me. Yeah, where's Virtual Fighter 6? Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sega's like,
let's go.
nah, we busy doing Sonic and Yakuza games.
I mean, they got the money. Come on, let's go.
They're like, no, yeah, not just yet, not yet, not yet.
That's what I want. Come on, stop playing games.
Can we get a return of Clay Fighter?
Somebody could do that. Some indie studio can make that game. And the sad thing kind of is that that game sucks.
It
But
did.
but but the aesthetic of the game was great.
Mm,
It's such an original game that even to this day nobody has copied Clay Fighter.
yeah. You ever played the racing game version? Like they had like a claymation racing game.
No, I did not. I don't think I remember that even being a thing. Okay.
Yeah, there was a game that came from the creators of Clay Fighter. That was a racing game.
Okay.
And
Did
it
it
was
have
on
the
Super
characters in
Nintendo.
it or no?
No, it was just a. I think they
Mm,
probably had one character as a car. They like made a car
okay.
of him and stuff like that. But it was a RX, RF suite. What was it? The FX chip.
Oh, the FX. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, and then they kind of had the same claymation, but it was a car game.
Got you. Okay.
But what else? What was another one that I would bring back? Um, Fighting Vipers. You ever played that?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I remember. It was on
It's on
Saturn.
if you
It was
play
on Saturn.
If you play Lost Judgment, it's on there.
It's in there. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I remember it.
it was very Virtual Fighter ish, but it had like it had the gates, so you had to break
It
through
came
each other
out.
and shit.
So it came out, I think, after or around the same time as Fighters Megamix,
Yeah.
and then that they both use, I think, the same engine.
Yes.
So it had the thing where you break the armor pieces off some characters, and then
Bring
it had where you fly out the arena.
bring
So
back
yeah,
Fire Mega Mix.
yeah. That's like the number one thing I think Sega should do
Yes, I want
is
to
do
beat the
something
shit
like
out of
that.
someone with Daytona USA.
Yeah,
Right?
I think
The
that would be
Hornet.
good. That'd be good.
Hornet.
Fighters
Hornet was
Megamix.
the name, right?
Hornet was the
Car.
yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah. Because
No, you know what? You're right. Fighters Megamix.
I'll do Fighter Mega Mix. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sonic the Fighter was shit terrible.
I never actually played it. I think I have it in a,
I have it on
but I never
Xbox
actually played it.
360, I think. It was on the arcade.
Oh
It's
yeah, it was an arcade. I
it's
know it was on Saturn. You know what was actually an interesting fighting game that nobody really talks about? Have you ever seen Mega Man: The Power Battles?
I've seen it. I've never played it.
It's on. if you remember the Legacy Collection back in the day for PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, it was
Yeah.
on that. I don't
Okay.
know if the new ones brought it back.
Okay.
So that's one of those games that might be lost to time. Cause I think that and Mega Man Soccer were in there too,
I love Ringo
which is
Soccer.
like, what?
That was my
They put
soccer
that in
game.
there?
That's the anyone say, yo, you ever play a soccer game? Yeah, Mega Man Soccer. That's the only fucking soccer game I got
See,
into.
I never got to play it. Never
Even
got to
Mega,
play it.
even like fucking Mario Strikers, I didn't get that much into it. But fucking Mega Man Soccer, yo, I rented that game all the time. That was my game.
Yes. Yeah,
That was a
that's
fun
cool.
game.
But Mega Man had a fighting game, and it wasn't like straight up just 2D fighter. It had
Yeah.
like certain types of elements to it that made it a little different. I think it had like energy gauges and stuff.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure you could use boss weapons as
Okay.
special moves. I think so, but it looked good. It
Yeah.
looked good. Like the graphics wise and stuff, the sprites were good because it was 2D. But I wouldn't be mad. Ain't that bad. I kind of wish they would just bring back these small fighter. Like, and not everything has to be the big release like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Like if you did Clay Fighter, you could do that as a downloadable game.
Yeah, you could do
You know what
that
I'm
as
saying?
a
Something
yeah.
small.
That also Rare. I think Rare has to be. I think Rare was part of that production of that too.
I wouldn't be surprised, cause but I think that's the Earthworm Jim people that made that.
That was the
Cause I
third
think
one.
it's Interplay.
Yeah, Interplay. But I think
So
they
yeah.
teamed up with a Rare.
Okay. Alright.
I think so. I don't know.
But all I know is they're known for Earthworm Jim. So
Yeah, he was in the third one. He was
and
in the
he
Estes
was a
World.
secret character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not mad. Not mad.
Um, there was something. I had a question. I really forgot.
Oh wow, they letting people pre-install Starfield. Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did that like last week.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
How
he was
many? How big is the game?
like 90 something gigs.
Oh, I thought it was
Probably
gonna be
bigger
more
than.
than that.
I think it's gonna be bigger than that. I did not really look at it, so I can't really 100% tell you. That
I
was the
got
only
you.
last game I pre-ordered on, like put it onto it. Like the other um, they had the other Yakuza games I had on there too. That I haven't even touched it. Talking about Yakuza,
Okay, okay.
the Sonic the Fighter is on one of the Yakuza games too. I
Do
think
you
it's
remember which one?
on. Actually, I think it's on Lost Judgment.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's on Lost Judgment. Because they added new games. They added Fighting Vipers and I think Sonic the Fighter on there.
Ah, I got you.
Sonic the Fighter was trash.
It's been a long time since Virtual Fighter Kids was a thing. You know what I'm saying? But I
Wow.
think that's the engine that they used. I think post Sonic the Fighters though, 'cause I think Sonic the Fighters came out first,
Okay.
and then Virtual Fighter Kids came out. Well, I don't know what's the date, because Virtual Fighter Kids it says here is 1996.
I think
Is Sonic the Fighters?
I think it's later.
Oh, well,
Sonic the Fighter.
if that's the case, I don't know if I want to play
96?
Virtual. Oh, same year. Well, damn,
June 96.
296. All right, all right, I see it. But stuff like that, those small fighting games, like tournament fighters, could be like that. Small fighting game, small studio,
Yeah, I
somebody
agree.
do it.
I agree. So I have just a question, and maybe you get an idea. So the Gamer Rage podcast we do, I'm thinking of changing the format into something a game that we agree on, and we both have to go through it together.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I mean, that kind of ensures that you could see where each person stops. If one person doesn't make it,
Yeah,
you can at least know and understand with a fresh mindset of why the other person didn't finish the challenge.
yeah. So I'm thinking of going in that direction with Gamer Rage. Shout outs to our other podcast we are starting to record this week. A lot of shit happened in July, so between both of us, we just got caught up with stuff, but we'll be back 100%. So Gamer Rage and Turtles, our Shell Shock will be recorded this week. We will have a movie review for Mayhem next month, and then we go in Morphin Cast and Not a Trekkie next week. So we're
Okay.
recording those. So I'm just thinking, like, that was something I just want to run by and just have your thoughts on it too. So I think if maybe like we'll pick a game that we a joint go after, and then we can actually talk about our experience with the game instead of having the challenge because usually I do the challenge and then the other one doesn't do the challenge. So
Mm-hmm.
to break that off and make us both having to do it and then both having to talk about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
there you go. How's Revenant 2?
It's good. I finished the story mode. Uh, because it lets you do it co-op.
Okay.
So I basically joined somebody else's. I mean, I would say though, it doesn't let you get away with it for free because the game is hard as shit. So it's not like joining somebody else and then they end up going to the last stage and
Yeah.
beating the game with you. It's not like it's oh man, I just got some free help. It's like no, because you could be the third wheel
Okay.
and be getting your ass stomped during the boss fight and be a detriment to the team. So that's kind of how that game moves
Yeah.
at the end game basically. And I was on the medium difficulty for them because they have three from the start, which like I said before, I recommend starting on the easiest if you're not a person who plays Souls inspired games.
Yeah.
But it was on the second one, which is actually pretty difficult. Uh, like I said, it makes you earn it, man. That game is good. It's not that long actually. Like I'm looking through it. More of it is just me playing the game co-op because it has random drop in, drop out,
Yeah.
which is fun. Kind of frustrating because sometimes the you drop in and the person is done playing for the day, so you gotta find somebody else. But other than that, like yeah, it's good. They've been patching it continuously on PC because it has bugs.
Okay.
It has frozen on me. It has um randomly dropped me from games. It has it hasn't I haven't had the bad things that I've heard of like save data,
Yeah.
like it you loses your save data somehow. It blocks your progression and certain quests and stuff. That stuff I haven't seen, so thankfully they passed it out already. But like some of the freezing and some of the netcode stuff that goes on, it gets a little funky sometimes. So
Okay.
or at least it was like before the last patches. So it seems to be stable, more stable now,
Okay.
which is cool. And they're continuously updating it. I believe they just released the console patch.
Okay.
I think today or yesterday. So I mean,
Nice.
it's a better game than it was when it came out, but it's not like it was one of those games that was like, oh, we're gonna day one patch for stuff we forgot.
Yeah.
No, it's more of yeah, this that's a small studio. They are not that big. They yes, they were published by Gearbox, but they are not a AAA studio.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And whatever they did though, the game looks AAA on the graphics font. So
Cool.
more power to 'em.
Nice.
So it's good. It's good. I recommend it.
Nice. Oh, that's another one. I have it on my list of like just to watch. So
Hmm.
if it goes on a good sale, I'll definitely get it. I also
Yeah.
have the
Again,
PlayStation
ag-
Platinum shit, so hopefully sometime it will go on there.
but again, it's also not a full price game
Okay.
because it's a small studio.
Yeah, I
Like
remember
it
it was like $50,
default is
right?
$50. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
So
All
yeah,
right.
I recommend it.
Cool.
But you know what? I would say 100% if you got people to play with, that game is awesome.
Yeah.
Like if you have a consistent group of people, that's probably one of the best co-op experiences I've played this year. Yeah,
Okay.
good. It's good.
That's cool. All right. Um, I got nothing else. You got anything else?
No, no, we can get to the movie.
Let's go to this movie.
Um, let's see. We this week we have Conan the Barbarian. 2011. It is rated R. It is an hour and 53 minutes. I don't remember when this came out. Do you
2000.
remember?
It was late 2000.
Says premiere was in August, so let's keep going down. Oh, the 19th in the
Okay.
U.S.
There you go.
August 19th, 2011. Um, it is directed by Marcus Nispel. Looking through his stuff, he did the 2009 Friday the 13th, which I thought was good.
I actually like that one.
Um, he did National Treasure. Come on, that's good. I like
Yeah.
National Treasure. We went through it. National Treasure was
He did
alright.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I didn't see that 2003
That's
one.
the
I didn't
one
see that.
with. I think that's the one with Jessica Biel.
Mm-hmm.
That is the one with Jessica Biel. I remember that very fully.
But oh, he had some music videos. He had a
He did
Bone
Bad
Thugs and
Boys.
Harmony.
He did No Doubt too.
Yeah, Bad Boy 10th Anniversary.
Faith No More.
Charlatans, Love is the Key. Don't know who they are, but yeah, he got a bunch of stuff.
Oh, he did Pathfinder. That's with the dude from The Boys.
Which guy?
He played what's his name? The dude that looks like Wolverine. He was in Thor as well. He was the executioner.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
He
Yes.
was in that. I did like Friday the 13th though.
He's got a lot of music videos. So there's not. No, he's got a pretty good stack of stuff too.
Nice.
He directed Tevin Campbell. Can we talk? That's crazy. This guy goes back that far, dude. Let's see. Hold on. This far. He goes back to '89, and his first one is Ashford and Simpson. I'll be there for you. Jesus, some of his stuff is pretty high tier.
Cool. This movie wasn't.
It wasn't bad though.
It
It's
wasn't
not like
bad.
I would say don't watch it. It's a curious. If you're curious about it, you should watch it.
Yeah.
Writing credits we have Thomas D. Donnelly, Joshua Oppenheimer, and Sean Hood.
Yeah.
We have Robert E. Howard. I guess he is credited for the original Conan.
Yeah.
Okay. Cast we have Jason Momoa as Conan,
Yep.
Stephen Lang as Kalar Zim, Rachel Nichols as Tamara, Ron Perlman as Corin, Rose McGowan as Marique, Bob Sapp as Okafor.
Two
Yeah.
two of the worst wrestlers I ever seen in my life here in this movie.
Well, Bob Sapp wasn't a wrestler.
Bob Sapp
Was he?
was a wrestler. He New Japan Pro Wrestling. He won the
Oh my God, he was in
IWGP
New
Championship.
Japan.
Yeah.
He was in New Japan.
He won the IWGP, and then
He was the heavyweight champ.
terrible,
He was
terrible,
bad. He was bad. Oh,
Terrible.
man. Oh man, don't say that.
he was fucking terrible.
He is a hilarious dude. Um, that's all I have to say. He's hilarious.
He was terrible.
I forgot he was in The Longest Yard.
He was.
I really did.
He
I
was.
really
He
did.
broke my nose.
I really forgot that was him.
He broke up my nose. That's the only scene I remember.
You see what I'm saying? He's just a big lovable giant though. Like when you
He sucked in the ring.
he's a monster looking human.
He's a
right.
big dude. Yeah.
He's a fighter and all all
He was a
over the world and
defensive
whatnot.
back. Yeah, he was fucking huge.
He's a football player. And he's a movie star because he's in a lot of movies. He's in Blood and Bone
Yeah.
with Kimbo Slice and freaking Michael Jai White.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie is not great. Ernest the Cat Miller is a major boss fight in that movie.
Yeah, he was.
You need to see it. If you
I've
did.
seen Blood and Bone. It's the first
You
one,
did see
right?
Blood and
I've
Bone.
seen the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely seen
there
it.
is a part two.
I think I did see the second one too. It was on Netflix for a while.
I
It
need
was
to
one of
watch
those movies that Netflix was like, "Hey, you might like this," and I was like, "Okay, I might like it." and I watched it, and it wasn't bad.
It's funny,
Yeah.
and it's unintentionally funny with the violence in that movie
I, I,
with
I,
Michael
I,
Jai
I
White.
gave it credit because it didn't take itself seriously.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It was what it was, and they were not gonna like, oh, we have a deep story. No, we don't fuck. I'm gonna beat his ass. That's pretty much what the movie was.
Michael Jai White just whooping people's ass.
Yeah, I'm fine
It's
with
pretty
that.
good.
Yo, sweet, short and sweet. That's all you gotta
Mhm.
do.
Mhm.
But yeah, Bob
Uh,
Sapp and Nathan Jones, two of the worst wrestlers I ever seen in my life. Thank God they made something for themselves in the movies because in the
uh,
ring, oh,
yeah, yeah. Nathan
I
Jones
even
was
felt bad
bad.
for the New Japan dudes that gave him the title. I'm like, do you know
Whew.
who? Did you see that match that I saw?
Wait, do you remember who he won it from?
Um, I don't. It
Okay.
was like it was in the round as in I know Brock Lesnar won it. Then I think he beat Kurt Angle for it.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Ah,
Let's see. Yeah, in
don't say Kurt
2004,
Angle.
Sapp competed in New Japan Pro Wrestling, debuting and like that. He's the first. He beat Kensu Sasaki.
Does he look familiar?
Kensu Sasaki, no.
No. All right.
No, he's not. He can't. He was after like Lesnar winning it. I think Lesnar won it 03 or something like that.
Okay. Okay. All
Because
right.
Kurt Angle beat Lesnar for that title.
Got you. Got you. Nice.
But yeah, Bob
Nice.
Sapp was terrible in New Japan. I I've seen a lot of bad wrestlers, and that was one of the worst I've seen.
That's up there.
And I
That's
like
pretty
him. I
good.
like him. Like I like him as an actor. He makes me laugh. I broke my nose. I see. I remember his lines.
He's a funny guy. That's the thing is that he's good at being like the
Yeah.
the lovable giant, but also like a coward. So he has that. He knows how to play that. But yeah, it's funny.
Yep. Yep.
He's got those weird Japanese commercials too
Yeah.
for advertising for stuff that are amazing and weird.
So that makes a lot of sense because he's wrestling in Japan.
Yeah,
Because he was
it's
in
like those
Japan.
weird Robert De Niro commercials, those weird like
Yeah.
Brad Pitt commercials. Yeah, that type
Yeah.
of celebrity stuff. It's just weird. Continuing on, we have Leo Howard as young Conan, Stephen O'Donnell as Lucius, Nanso Anazi as Artus. I believe that was his homie. Yes, that's his
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah.
Um, Rod Rawi as Fasir. We have Laya Ruiz as Fia, Fia, no Fiala. Okay.
Yeah.
Saeed Tagmawi as Elishan. Milton Wesh as Remo. Borislav Ilev as Wildman. Just Wildman. There goes your boy. Nathan Jones as
Yes.
Akun.
Yeah. Yeah. At least he had Mad Max. They gave him some money.
I think that's about it. Anybody else that was
No, those are the only ones. I wanted to spot out the terrible wrestlers that were in there.
and Morgan Freeman is the narrator, yes.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman. Yeah, I was like, yeah, they had to get someone because James Earl Jones, he was a big villain
That
in
is
the
true.
original one.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I saw that man turn into a snake. It was the weirdest thing I ever seen in
That
my
was
life.
that scared the hell out of me as a kid.
Yeah,
And
have
you
you watched
know,
it recently?
maybe in the past 10 years, yes.
It's a terrible scene. It
Oh yeah,
just looks
it's not the best
it just looks so
practical
bad.
effects because obviously it's practical effects.
Yeah.
And remember, it's like the '80s, so
Yeah.
you gotta give them credit for what it was. But it's disturbing.
Yeah.
It's creepy. And when one of them Andres in,
Conan.
yeah, Andres in one of the Conan movies. I
Uh,
think he's like a guard or something.
Probably the second one.
Okay.
I
Like
don't
yeah, I
know.
don't think he's a major character. I think he's just like a one-off. But yeah, Andre's in the Conan movie.
Cool. That's good to know. All right.
Um, and let's see what they have for the synopsis for this one. A vengeful barbarian warrior sets off to get his revenge. Say revenge one more time. On the evil warlord who attacked his village and murdered his father when he was a boy. And so I know. I don't think he's the same guy in the original, like the
Yeah.
name of the bad guy.
No, he's
I
not.
don't think he's Kalar Zim or whatever.
He's based more on the comic book.
Okay, okay. So it's not Set who turns into Set
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Serpent King or
It's a
whatever.
different person. Yeah, yeah.
So we have that. We do have him on a conquest for power though, mystical power, because there's the artifacts. They tell you about the mask,
Yeah.
the ancient mask that when it was whole, it gave somebody like unlimited power. It was very dangerous. So the barbarian clans were one of the only people who were able to stop them, and they broke it up into pieces. And so this guy, his whole deal is he's assembled 99% of the mask, and Conan's tribe has the last piece.
There you go.
And so that's where we start with Conan's tribe as when he's a boy. So you see Ron Perlman as his father. I believe he's the leader. And you get to see wild Conan out there as a kid, just yucking it up, doing what he do. And then you find out that he's an extremely dangerous, murderous young child. Because when he gets attacked by, I don't know, I think they say who those guys are, but when his clan gets attacked and the kids are out, they're supposed to be having some not really dangerous journey to like prove themselves, because they say whoever comes back first gets to train. And that outing wasn't supposed to be life threatening, but these guys like snuck up on him and tried to kill him, and Conan ends up murking all of them, and then he brings the dude's head back, and he's like, "Oh, I guess you're ready." But you can tell even from then that his characterization was that he was a wild man.
Yeah.
So that's what we know Conan as. He is wild. He is dangerous. And then he has the chip on his shoulder because the evil villain murdered his village. So he is
Yeah.
very dangerous. Um, and that's his motivation to stop him. I guess after. See, that's the thing. He doesn't stop him from getting it because he doesn't know, but he has to stop him after. I guess he assembles it, or well, rather he gathers the piece. Rather, um, let's see. Ron Perlman, you don't really get too much time with him. He's more of like an origin story,
Yeah.
really. So you do get to see that. You get to see him with his Lion Man look.
Yes.
Conan does have a little troop of people that he kind of assembles.
His homies.
Like I said, his artist is his like main homie. Who else does he get? Another lady. I think it's Tamara is one of the people, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he has a few homies, and then it's kind of I think that's like the tale of Conan is that he had Conan and his adventurers.
Yes.
Conan the adventurer. It's always like he gathers a group and they go across the land. They're not really noble, right?
No.
It's more of a vendetta against the evil guy. That
Yeah.
is the reason they're going forward. And then what happens is they end up helping the world at large
Yes. And banging them
by
too.
stopping them. Hmm?
And banging them too.
Yeah, yeah. It's wild man, wild times. A lot of hedonism in that time.
A
They
lot
they
of,
portray it in the movie.
a lot of, like chlamydia. About the world.
Yeah, exactly. Can't they ain't have no penicillin back then.
So, what do you
I mean, it
rate?
was it was all
Good.
right. It was
Good.
okay. Again, like I said, the maybe the highest praise I would give it was they did the gore and the
Yeah.
violence pretty good. The poor guy. I won't say poor guy, but the henchman that lost his nose.
Yeah, that was fucked up, but it was
Jesus.
hilarious because he tried to hide it too.
Yeah, he had the mask on
He kept
and hide
fucking with
it,
his
and then
nose.
when he got found later in life, the freaking when Conan broke out of the jail and he stuck his finger in the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
He kept playing with it. He kept like
And
sticking.
then he fed him the key and was like, "All right, you guys, you want your freedom? The key is in here."
Yeah.
And he just threw him to the prisoners. Jesus, like yeah, it's that movie. It goes hard with the R for barbarian and barbarian isms.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see lots of hedonism, lots of naked people in general, women and men,
Yeah.
and you're gonna see lots of gore and violence. And it does. I'll say to that end, okay,
All
you
right.
did your part.
What do you give this movie?
I'll give it a solid 3.
Three. So your threes are Zoom Academy, Paperman, Push, The Spirit, Batman Begins. I Am Number 4, Green Hornet, Blade Trinity, Sky High, Monkey Bone, 30 Days of Night, Man in Black 2, and X Men.
And what's at the top?
Your top one is Zoom Academy.
Uh, what's below that?
Paperman.
Paperman. I say put it below Paperman.
No Paperman. Alright. Conan. 11. I'll put it at 3. I'll go 275 myself, and it's going under. Where did I put it? 275. And I'll go with. It's right on top of Fantastic Four. Alright, our next movie, we go into 2012. And we go with Ghost
Wasn't the
Rider.
world supposed to end in 2012?
Yeah, it didn't. It
I
lied.
just remembered, and then we got the movie,
Yes.
2012.
And it lied.
Wasn't if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that year also the year like the disaster movies made a resurgence?
Yes, because
It
the
was.
fucking
Okay.
Nostradamus said that our world will end at this time.
No, I think that one was the Mayan calendar.
That too, probably.
I think that one was a calendar thing,
Goddamn Mayans.
and people was going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
But nothing happened.
It was supposed to end in 2000 from technology, and all we ended up getting was Chris Jericho. All I got was
He
this
saved us.
Y2K guy, this
He saved us.
Y2J guy.
Like, who
What?
is this guy?
Is he supposed to be the?
The
Is
savior.
he the computer? Is he in the computer? I think that's what that's supposed to be. His intro is him coming out of the computer.
So, 2012, we kick off with Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance.
I don't remember
Uh,
that one. Is that the one when he turns the construction thing into a giant Ghost Rider?
yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
After that, we have Chronicles, Avengers, Men in Black 3, Amazing Spider-Man, Dark Knight Rising, Dread, and that'll be the end of 2002. A little preview of 2003, 2012. 2013, we have Iron Man 3, Man of Steel, Lone Ranger, R.I.P.D., Red 2, The Wolverine, Snowpiercer, Two Guns, Kick Ass, and Thor the Dark World.
Okay. Okay.
So 2012 is kicking off with Ghost Rider.
That's not bad. I've only seen it once though.
Yeah, I don't remember it that well whatsoever though.
Yeah. Oh,
That's not
I
good
just have fond
signs.
memories of the first one, so I have to see. It is still Nicolas Cage,
It is Nicolas Cage, yes.
and I see Idris Elba is in this one.
It is not nothing right now. It was on shit before. Aegis Elba's in it. Christopher Lambert's in it.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
That's all I know. Who you know?
Yeah, that's all I know. Yeah, that's all I could tell.
Yeah. All right. Oh, James Rammer. Reamer.
Oh, Jason, oh, you talking about Talking about Happy Raiden.
Yes, Happy Raiden. They both in this movie. So both Raidens
Oh
are in
my
this movie.
god! What? Wait.
We
That
got
has
double
to have been on
Raiden.
purpose. That had to have been on purpose.
We got double Raiden in this movie. That might give a couple points up, if anything. You got
Yo,
the
wait a
double the
second.
Raidens.
Double Raiden. All right.
Johnny Warlock. Oh, that's the dude that was in. That's the. Alright. Oh, fuck. Alright. Wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you catch us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone 8. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. And we got a WordPress. Where you at, Merc?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Mark the Mic. Also follow me on Threads and also TikTok. I do a lot of toy photography and all that stuff. I got a lot of things to take a picture of, so I posted a bunch of stuff for the Shredder Revenge Collector's Edition. So check it out, like, subscribe, helps me out. Also, shout outs to Tenacious T and Jeremy Sriracha. They do a podcast called Popcorny, which is about all things pop culture. I can't even say that word. So yeah, check them out on Spotify, Popcorny Podcast. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He's hungry.